Near a small town stood a huge forest that people called the Forgotten Forest. No one really knew what was inside it. The trees were tall and old, and the paths disappeared quickly among the thick plants. Most villagers avoided the forest. But three curious teenagers, Alex, Ben, and Sophia, loved exploring new places. One afternoon they stood at the edge of the forest, looking at the dark trees. "Do you think there's something interesting inside?" Ben asked. Sophia smiled. Only one way to find out. With backpacks full of supplies, they stepped into the forest. At first, the forest seemed quiet and peaceful. Birds were singing, and sunlight slipped through the leaves. But after walking deeper, the path slowly disappeared. "We might be lost," Alex said. Suddenly, Sophia noticed something strange. On the ground was an old stone marker covered in moss. She wiped the dirt away and saw an arrow carved into the stone. "A hidden trail," she said excitedly. The arrow pointed deeper into the forest. The friends followed the secret trail for hours. Soon they reached a narrow river. Across the river stood an old wooden bridge that looked very ancient. "Do you think it's safe?" Ben asked. Alex stepped carefully onto the bridge. The wood creaked loudly, but it held. Slowly, one by one, they crossed the bridge. On the other side of the river, the forest suddenly became brighter. And in the distance, they saw something unexpected. Stone buildings. The friends walked closer and discovered a small abandoned village hidden deep inside the forest. The houses were old, but beautifully built with stone and wood. "It looks like people once lived here," Sophia said. Inside one of the houses, they found old tools, books, and drawings of the forest. One drawing showed the secret trail they had followed. This place was probably forgotten when people left the forest, Alex guessed. The three friends carefully explored the village and took pictures of what they found. When they returned to town, they shared their discovery with their teachers and local historians. Soon people became interested in learning about the forgotten village. The forest that everyone once feared was now seen as an important historical place. And Alex, Ben, and Sophia became known as the explorers who rediscovered it. They learned that sometimes the greatest adventures are waiting just beyond the places people are afraid to explore.